Hello, Andy from Freelance Lifestyle Secrets here, talking to you about IT contracting and giving you a quick introduction to what it's all about. So the first thing to say really is it's very rewarding, gives you a lot more income, freedom, flexibility and variety of work than just being employed with one company. The main difference is that you make your services and your skills available on a contract basis, which means on a more business-to-business relationship with your clients rather than a PAYE salaried employment arrangement. That's really the only difference in terms of how you approach IT contracting. The final thing to say is I talk about freelance lifestyle secrets. So I talk about freelancing quite a bit, but also obviously IT contracting. So freelancing is more of a generic term, whereas IT contracting is the specific way that you're going to freelance. So if you hear me talk freelancing, I'm always going to be talking about IT contracting. But here's a quick slide that explains the differences quite neatly and gives you an idea when I talk about things, what I'm talking about. So as you can see, freelancers are normally dealing with multiple clients at the same time. So the things I normally think about from that point of view are people that do web design or create websites. So they'll be doing lots of those at the same time for lots of different people. As a contractor, you're normally dealing on a one-to-one basis with a client, and we'll talk about clients next. So you're more doing that on a one-to-one relationship rather than many clients at a time. That's the main difference, and obviously also the way that you work can be different. Just bear this in mind, and I'll talk about contracting and freelancing as we go through, but remember, IT contracting is where it's at. So one thing to bear in mind is contracting is not for everybody, and I'll talk on another video about how to know if it's for you or not. So have a look at that one. What I would say is, of all the people I know that have gone contracting, very few have gone back to employment. Maybe individual circumstances occasionally, but normally because of all the advantages that contracting offers, there's either no need to go back, or you realize all the advantages and you never want to go back. So that's one good thing about IT contracting. You don't really see people go back because of all the advantages that they do achieve. So if you want to find out more about IT contracting, if you're looking to get started, then there's a link in the description to fill in a form, and we can have a chat and give you some more detailed information. Otherwise, have a look around and get some information here, or find me on all the other links available. If you have already decided to become an IT contractor, then definitely fill in the form in the link in the description to find out what your next step should be, and I can help you with that. The final thing I wanted to cover, it's one of the common questions, or maybe a thought that you're having if you're an employee and you see contractors come in and work and you're wondering why is your company doing that. There's a good insight into why clients use contractors. So it's mainly around flexibility. So if you imagine you've got a project maybe with a tight deadline, or it needs a lot more resource than was planned for, then contractors are great for filling that gap. Two reasons. First of all, if it's a fixed project, then come the end of that project, the client hasn't got to worry about what to do at the end of the project. The contract ends, it's a win-win for both people. So the client can go ahead with their business with a new project completed, and the contractor can go and get a different work on a different project and enjoy the freedom and flexibility and variety that provides. Another big reason is there might be skills or experiences that aren't available in-house, so contractors can provide those skills and experience needed, again on a short-term or longer-term basis, maybe to upskill the workforce whilst they're there. And then the final and probably most important reason is contractors are actually saving the company money because they haven't got to provide all the normal employment benefits. So as a contractor, you really get to tailor your benefits to you rather than getting what a certain company offers. So that can be a really good advantage for both sides again. So I hope that gives you a good explanation of why clients use contractors. I always think about it like, as an employee, you're kind of locked into everything. You're locked into your salary based on pay scales and job roles. You're locked into what projects you can work on and what skills you can get trained on and use. Whereas at a contractor, you kind of open all those things up. You're not locked into a fixed income. You pretty much negotiate rates depending on what you want to do. So your income can be a lot better. You also get a lot more variety and choice of projects to work on, and you can upskill really easily rather than waiting for the company to train you up. You can either do your own training, or you can work on projects where you get upskilled as part of the role. So great advantages. Good to be a contractor. See you on the next one. This is Andy from Freelance Lifestyle Secrets.